Hello to everyone and welcome back to another random dice PvP video. I only wanted to say that I finally reached the Master 1 rank. And I think it's quite nice with this deck that I showed a few days ago. Hypersin on Ancient Summoner is really nice, especially for the beginning, because there are many decks that you can win against. And the season is began a few days ago, so there is a long way to go, but I don't know which deck you play. You can tell me. I'm very curious, very interested in it, and I think I will continue with this because then later on I will play other decks that the game takes longer, but I think in this stage I prefer to play this deck because the games doesn't take so long, and I will lose if much, but I will also win a lot of games, so I will climb some trophies, and I have to figure out which deck is the best for me personally, because last season I said that I wanted to reach the top 100, and I really tried, but didn't work out because there were so good decks out there, and I wasn't really able to figure out what was the best deck for me. But I will think and I will try a lot, and I think there are many interesting decks out there. And so I think you know how to play this deck, and it's important in the beginning that you don't summon any dice, because the battlefield will summon it for you, and then you look what you can do. And it's important to have some bounty dices, but you can you can't choose it. I mean, it's random, like the game says. And and when we're lucky, you can assassin all the dices of your opponent. And of course, there are many counter decks against this. For example, some decks with plasma shield as a battlefield, because the chances of plasma is, I think, like 20%. But sometimes you are so unlucky that all of your assassins are defended by the battlefield, and you know what I mean when you play the deck. So but I think it's decent in the beginning. And this opponent, I know him, he's really good, but we may have a chance because he doesn't play with the plasma field, so there are chances. But sometimes you're unlucky, of course, but I think this can happen because I mean, you can do your best, but sometimes you're unlucky or something like this. So I will try my best nevertheless. And so if you can, it's important that you have some, like I said, bounty dices. So when you can assassin the dice of your opponent, you get some SP, and this could help you out because you need SP to summon more dices and finish up your opponent before you can do something. This is the scope of this deck, but I don't have to tell you. I think you know exactly how this decks work. And in this moment I'm very lucky. And but there, like I said, there are a lot of interesting decks. I think I will try out. I think one of you commented a few weeks or a few days ago this deck with Storm on also Ancient Summoner, because I think Storm is really interesting. And when you play with Ignition dice, you can steal the SP of your opponent, and so you can live longer. And when your opponent have a deck where he need SP, then it's much better. So I have really to look, and there are decks with Rage dice, there are decks with, I don't know, Predator, and with the new trade of the supplement dice, it's also very interesting. And here, for example, the deck of the opponent is weak against me, but because of the plasma shield battlefield, I don't know if I can win this, because if the opponent is lucky, it will defend all of my assassin and bounties, and I don't get any SP, and the opponent can build up his field, and like you saw now, the plasma got, how to say, the plasma was activated and wasn't able to do anything. So yeah, I hope I can do later on, but oh, okay, wait, I can do this maybe. Oh yeah, this is good. this isn't so bad because now I got a lot of bounty. This was really nice. So I will look up if I can do more. Oh yeah, this is good. This isn't so bad. Maybe I can be lucky. Oh yeah, this was good. Okay, this was lucky because I had a lot of bounty. And I was able to mark a lot of your dices, so I can assassin it later on. And then, yeah, your pips can decrease, and I get more SP because I target your dices, and with the SP I could summon more and do it more often. So your dices were, you were so weak that you can't do anything, and I don't explain it to those who know how to play this deck, but maybe there's someone who doesn't know or began a few days or a few weeks ago with the game and wanted to know how this works. So because of this, I'm saying that, but I know that most of you know how to play this deck and are much better than me, so no problem. But these are the decks I want to see, because when I'm lucky, you can't do much. I mean, for example, now, okay, I didn't have bounty, but when I get bounty, I can mark your dices. And this is really nice, because what will you do? You can't do so much. And yeah, you really have to be prepared against Hypersin, I think, because, I mean, you don't have to do the deck so only against Hypersin, but I think it's important because Hypersin is played so famous deck and is so well played in the community, because it's very easy and I think everyone can play it. But the most important thing is that you have good bounty class, and yeah, I think bounty is the most important part, because you can also have assassin. I don't know, it's not so important, because it also is a little bit detailed, because when you have a high assassin class, then your assassin attacks more, how to say it, it's more quicker, and then the opponent has a more difficult to merge his dices to protect himself from the other dice. But yeah, the most important thing is to have bounty 50. Class 50 would be really nice, because when it's lower, then you don't get much SP, and this is the key point. You need SP with this deck, and because of this, it's important that you don't only merge your assassin dice, but first merge your bounty dice to then get the SP. And yeah, I mean, okay, I'm lucky at the moment, but like I said, there are a lot of counter decks like Plasma, or I didn't see swap dice to be honest, but that's a very good counter, because you can swap all your dice and then I can't do anything. But at the moment there isn't a lot of swaps, so maybe Hypersin makes a lot of sense now. Okay, now a mirror match. This is also really interesting because it's 50-50 and yeah, the more important thing is, I can lose this, but in my opinion the opponent did a mistake, because should summon at the beginning. You really have to wait, and you don't have to be afraid that you lose a hurt or something like this, because it might be summoned because okay, I have a little bit of lag, because normally I should this dice should be summoned before anything can happen. So yeah, this was a little bit of lag, but normally it's like this. My dice summon, and the two dice should do enough damage to deal with the monsters that come. But yeah, it was a little bit of lag, but I only wanted to see if something happens. But yeah, it's okay. Unfortunately, I have heard less than you, but we may do this. I only have to do enough damage against the slime that is incoming. So yeah, I will try my best and look if I can do this. But yeah, let's see. I think I will do this. I know you get SP, but I think it wasn't a bad move. So yeah, could be something. But yeah, mirror match, like I said, is most likely 50-50. Because, yeah, well, I don't know if it's a 50-50 because maybe you have, your classes are better, you maybe have less, how to say, critical damage, so this could be good for me. I don't know, I don't know what's your critical damage, but it shouldn't be so high because it took much longer for you to kill the slime. So yeah, let's look. And yeah, in the mirror match you can also upgrade your sacrifice dice, I forgot the name, because then you deal more damage and this could be important. And yeah, let's see if we can do something, but I think you have much more sacrifice dice, so this might be a loss for me. I only want to look how far I can bring this, but doesn't seem so good. And yeah, but like I said, it's most likely 50-50 and it's okay because yeah, sometimes you're lucky and sometimes you're not. So yeah, I will try, but I think maybe we can do this. Maybe we can do this. I don't know how, but it's working, I think. And yeah, but you can tell me what deck do you prefer, because yeah, there are, oh, the opponents, okay, yeah, it was a little bit lucky, and like when you watch there, his bounty was 13, his dice aren't maxed out, so that was better for me because it's easier then, and he may played it better, but because of my classes I had a, I don't know how to say it in English, but I don't know, my English isn't very good, but you know, I think you know what I want to say. I had it easier, but before the game started I had it easier because yeah, you may played it better, but your class dices, the class of dice are very important, as you saw here in the mirror match. So yeah, I think I will do one more game because I wanted to play till I lose, but yeah, a little bit lucky at the moment. And yeah, like this you can climb really fast. I mean, yeah, the will lose also okay, but you have your boost tickets. I spent all of my tickets for this day, but normally you have 10 boost tickets. You have the boost every hour and so on. You have a win streak maybe. And this deck is also very good. Yeah, I forgot to say bubble is also a very good counter because yeah, when you bubble your dice that I marked with bounty, I can do anything, and I think this is the loss, but yeah, it's okay because I wanted to lose. I wanted to play till I lose, so it's no problem. But here's important that you bounty a lot, so you can destroy the bubbles, because if you don't, can be like this, I can do a lot. So I hope that that's okay because I get a lot of bounty, so that that was really important. Okay, that was really important. So important to bubble, of course. And yeah. But yeah, there's a very good counter deck, so I don't know if I can do much. I try, but I'm a little bit unlucky because yeah, I only get Mimic and Joker. So yeah, not good. But yeah, that's the game. I mean, it's random, so I mean, you can perform, but sometimes you are unlucky, and his deck is also very good in general, not only against Hypersin, but in general, because with the new summoner trait, it's better this deck, and you can win a lot of challenges during the game. So yeah, I also can recover this deck of the opponent. So yeah, you can choose what you want. I mean, tell me, I'm really interested in what you will play. If you will play. And yeah, like you see, I try my best, but yeah, that's a loss. Of course. And yeah, I only wanted to look how far I can bring it, but yeah. And Summoner is also really interesting because I don't know how much seconds, but you always get 2 dice summoned, and this is really good because you don't have to spend SP for this 2 dices. So yeah, really nice, really strong in my opinion. And yeah, I have to look if I can do something, but yeah, no, this is a loss of course. And yeah, but you saw it, I mean, look at the battlefield of the opponent. He has so much dice, so I will surrender. And yeah, GG to my opponent. I won't keep the win streak because yeah, we are so early in the season, and I want to have some gems left for later on maybe, because I spent so much gems in the last season because I wanted to try to reach the top 100. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, like I said, a lot of decks out there, but Hypersin is okay. You have to be lucky, but I think in total you can climb a lot of trophies in the beginning. And yeah, this is my victory and defeat. So you see, I won more often than I lost, and because of this, I could climb some trophies. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content, and yeah, like I said, I will try I think to reach top 100 later on, but I will tell you. And yeah, thanks, and see you the next time. Ciao ciao.